Hello everyone. It's Sean from SeanKBeauty, and today, guys, I've got the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm here to do the challenge. I am so about this challenge because I tend to stay in my Jet Set palette a lot from Jouer Cosmetics, so it's really great to be able to experiment with color, and these are some beautiful shades. However, guys, you know I'm all about GCHP, so you want to take a napkin and lightly dust the top off and then spray lightly with alcohol. Also, when you're using your brushes, you know I'm all about washing your brushes every single time you do your makeup and spraying them lightly with isopropyl alcohol after they're dry. So I've done all of that, and I'm not one to really use primer. However, I've got a ton of stuff that came in the mail, like Tatcha, that I wanted to experiment with their products and do some patch testing, see how those products work. But yeah, you definitely want to sanitize your makeup when it gets here. I'm not going to do swatches, but I'm going to show you the swatches here, just because, again, I don't want to contaminate product. My hands are clean, however, don't want to swatch onto the skin, going in and out, because again, that's cross-contamination. So you want to be careful with that. So the challenge really is, let's talk about the challenge. So the challenge is, you go on Twitter, and I left the link in the description box below. Alyssa Ashley, who's another influencer that's close friends with Jackie, did a beautiful video where she's showing all the different shades, and it's just flashing from one shade to the next, just to, I guess, give you an idea of what's in the palette. And a follower said, well, here's my challenge to anyone who wants to, I guess, be a part of it. You would pause the video 3 times, and those 3 colors would be the colors that you have to make a look out of. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is brilliant. I want to be a part of this challenge. And so I've seen some videos, like Too Much Mouth did the video, and I was telling a couple of other beautiful ladies, like, let's do the challenge, let's do the challenge. And they're down for the challenge. So I don't know if they're going to do it, but I'm going to do this challenge. I paused it 3 times, and I'm going to show you the colors that I got right here. You're supposed to take a screenshot as it falls on each color when you pause the video. So I got, and I'm using my iPad to look down, I got Ginger and Lituation. These names are so Jackie. And Edges. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make a look out of these 3 colors, but I'm excited to do so because, again, like I told you guys, I kind of stay in the safe zone. I kind of stay in the safe zone with the Jouer Jet Set palette, which I just ordered another one. So yeah, I have a ton of makeup hauls and reviews coming up. And that's just because, guys, I don't have a lot of makeup. That's just me. I like to use my makeup until it's done, and then I will repurchase or buy more makeup. But I'm a huge believer that if you have too much makeup, that has a shelf life, and a lot of this makeup goes a very long way and for a long time, and you want to use up your makeup before you start buying a bunch of eyeshadows that you're eventually going to have to throw out because they do have an expiration date. And if you want to know the expiration dates on makeup, I have a card right here to show you what that is. So let's dive right in. I'm just going to go in and start with these colors. Okay, so I'm going to prove to those who were questioning whether or not this was an everyday palette, because I know that is one of the questions that are being asked. It's not one of those palettes that would give you everyday colors. And with the 3 colors that I have, guys, this can give you the everyday look that you're looking for. So right now I'm just using Lituation as a brow bone highlight. Of course, I did carve out my brows with my Estee Lauder in medium deep, and I'm just going over that with the Lituation. And as you can see, it gives a nice, beautiful highlight, but it's subtle, but still enough for you to get payoff from it. So that's Lituation, and I am going to speed through this video because I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I'm still a New Yorker by blood, so I'm just going to show you what this is going to look like quickly. But It's stunning. This palette is a must-have. And also, guys, one of the things I wanted to mention, if you do want to get this palette, because it is for a limited time, if you sign up on the mobile app for subscriptions through ABH, you're going to get 15% off, and just purchase it through Top Cashback and you'll get kickback for every dollar that you spend. I'm not sponsored at all, but you also get the palette for $38 as opposed to $45. So that's just a quick tidbit. Now I'm using my fingers here and I am putting, let me look at this. This is Edges. I'm just stamping that on the lid, and as you guys can see, this is super duper powerful. I sprayed my brush and I started putting it with the brush, but then I realized I really didn't even need to spray my brush. You can apply this with your fingers or even a dry brush and you're still going to get payoff, and that's what's so amazing about this palette. Jackie, we love you. Okay, so now that I've got edges on my lid, I'm just going to use Ginger as my transition color. It's a really nice light brown shade that I thought would be a wash on my skin tone, and the camera does it no justice. In person, guys, this is such a great transition color if you are of a deeper skin tone, but even if you are of a fair skin tone, these colors with a light hand are going to look beautiful on you. And I rather have a palette that's more pigmented than not. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm using Edges underneath my waterline, and then I'm going to do my makeup off camera and come right back. Okay, everyone, so here is the finished look. It's absolutely stunning, very pigmented. And again, I would say, you know, when you're done using it, remember to sanitize your makeup products, but you're going to get a lot of really great, you're just going to get a good amount of payoff from this palette. Again, I don't have a palette with these shades in it, so it's really great to see that this palette came out and it's so Jackie. It's bold, it's beautiful, it'll look good on your vanity, but it also will look good on your eyes. A little bit goes a long way. I am looking forward to experimenting with the other colors in this palette just because I did the challenge. And I think the real core of this challenge is to show you that even with 3 colors, that the versatility that you get with this palette is worth your money. If you're an everyday kind of girl, I think I've showed you with these 3 colors that ended up being my colors from the challenge that, you know, these colors would work for every day. And that is Ginger, Edges, and Lituation. Just to recap, I put Lituation as my brow bone highlight. I also used Ginger and a little bit of Edges as my transition, and then I just went in with Edges, which is a very rich, I want to say more like a brick color on my lids. And it does, just looking in the monitor here, it does give you a very nice everyday look, which is something that I look for a lot of the times when I'm just dashing out the house. Something really simple yet glam, 3 colors, easy, under 20 minutes, and you're out the door. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what my challenge was, and hopefully you guys will take on the challenge as well. Congratulations to you, Jackie. We love you so much. Thank you for, you know, going the extra mile and really coming out with a very pigmented palette that we can use. And also just thank you for being an inspiration. I mean, you've been on here for 10 years. That's some sweat and tears, and I'm sure it's been a journey up and down with good and bad. So we do appreciate you, and it's paying off. So thank you again. I love you guys. If you're new, please subscribe. Do let me know what you want to see next. If you enjoy makeup tutorials from me, definitely let me know and I'll do more of these. But I had a good time working with this palette, and I had a great time doing the challenge. Hopefully you guys will take on the challenge too. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. I love you. Ciao for now.